That's a little loud, but I wanted to step over on this side of the truck where nobody's at. Just to let you know what's happening. We are back on the road, of course, and we're back up in Canton at Edelman's. I spoke about Edelman's on a different video, a couple videos ago, and this place is a lot larger than what I thought. Guys, if you guys are looking for, guys and gals, if you're looking for any kind of equipment, parts, whatever, I really suggest looking them up. They're in Canton, Ohio. They have everything. There's a bunch of engines sitting there that's getting ready to be worked on. I'm picking up a big engine now, waiting on the guy to get over here to load. They have everything from military vehicles here, parting out, to box vans, box bodies for straight trucks, reefer bodies for straight trucks, reefer trailers. I mean, you name it, as far as it goes, it's here. I even saw a little airport toter truck in here. They have rollers and all kinds of stuff. I'll try to get a little bit of video on my way pulling back out of here. But definitely, if you guys, I was just in one of their warehouses, and it's full of engines, 3-man motors, 3-man rear ends, differentials, axles. It's a big place, a lot larger than what I expected, a lot larger than what I thought the first time I was here. So it's more than just a junkyard, I think. But it's called Edelman's, up in Canton, Ohio. They have a bunch of, here, I'll spin you around. They've got snow plows. That's a whole pile of snow plows over there for sale. There's a roller, all this equipment back in here. They've got rollback, or what are those? Those are not rollback bodies. Those are dumpster bodies up here. They've got a little bit of everything. So I'll get a little bit more video after I get loaded, and you guys will be able to see a lot more. So try to get you guys a good video out of this. All right, show you guys real quick what we got. This is a V12 Cummins engine. Weighs, what did this weigh in at? What did he tell me? 10,240 pounds. So that's a big dude. It is a V12, but you see how it's strapped down. So she's full load. They really can't really do much with these, just because everything up top here is all cast, so you can't throw chains and stuff and pull down off of the side of the engines here. There's actually a hook here and a hook over here in between the heads, the end heads there on each side to pick the engine up. But as far as pulling down, there's no way to pull off of that point. So at least it's on this cradle. We have 2 chains pulling against one another, and I just threw 3 straps over it to help out. So that's about all I can do with it. We're gonna get on down the road here, and we'll get this delivered tomorrow. I'll show you what actually is in here. So pan around here. Right there is a bunch of refurbished front end 4-wheel drive parts, and along with some rear end parts. Actually the whole rear ends. But let's get on up here a little bit. I want to show you some stuff. So got a bunch of snow plows over there. Somebody's looking for any kind of snow plows to go on their dump trucks and stuff. They've got them. Here's all the old military stuff that I was talking about. I think I told you guys about all these deuce and a halves and 5 tons. This is that little boneyard for parts. So it's called Edelman's. If you guys are looking for some parts for some of them old trucks, they've got them here. Cabs. Whole complete trucks. You just have to call and see if they sell complete trucks. And then as far as these box van bodies go, they're pretty much I don't know what you would use them for unless it was just storage, but they have those here as well, as well as some semi-trailers. Get on up here. They've even got stuff over the hill that I'm not even seeing. Fairings, wind fairings for the tops of your guys' trucks. You know, they've got kind of a hillside of them here, and they've also got a lot more van trailers. Let's see if I can roll. There we go. Get rid of the water. Bunch of van trailers down there as well. Looks like there's a couple reefers in there. So, you know, I don't know if they're just selling them as reefer parts or what, but there's all kinds of fairings. Get on up here. You got the heavier equipment. Goodness, sorry about the shaking. Asphalt rollers, other trucks. So, I mean, it's a pretty large place. There we go. Tanker trailers, you know, they got a little bit of everything in here. So, it's called Edelman's, and it's in Canton, Ohio. I don't know what else to tell you guys. They've got reman engines with warranties, along with reman. They've got a whole warehouse. This whole warehouse sitting right here. Half of it is full of rear end differentials, and the other half is full of engines. And they've got several buildings, so a lot of stuff here. Hopefully that helps somebody out. But anyway, I'm going to get on the road and start heading back. Well, pre-trip's done. Let's get on down to Cincinnati and get that big old engine delivered. Back at the T&B tires. Getting new treads put on the back. 90,000 miles. And just like that, we've got new skins on the back. A clean truck. A clean trailer. And we got a load. Let's get to it. Alright, well, you look here, we got the gooseneck on now. I have not delivered that load of lumber yet. Got a call right after I picked that lumber up, and was headed toward delivering it. Luckily, I didn't get even past the house when I got the phone call. Ended up having to come over to Winfield, Pennsylvania, and load up a bunch of stuff for an excavator that they had bought. It's just miscellaneous loose stuff that was left. That they really didn't know that it went with the machine. Guys were cleaning up over there or whatever, and realized that that stuff was actually for the excavator. So it's kind of like drop what I'm doing, and, you know, try to get over here to get that stuff picked up, because I guess them guys are moving. You know, like I said, they're cleaning it up. I don't know if they're moving out of there or what, but you know, we had to get the stuff picked up. So took the lumber back, dropped the bumper pull there at the house with the lumber on it, hooked up to the gooseneck, and come over here to Winfield, Pennsylvania. Got all this stuff loaded up this morning, and we are headed back toward the house now. This is going down to Cincinnati, so it's basically right past the house. I'm going to stay the night at the house, and then we'll drop this off in the morning and proceed with the lumber after I get back to the house. But I didn't film any of the loading or anything like that of this, because it took a long time. It was piece by piece. It's a lot of miscellaneous crap that was just kind of left. So we got it loaded up. I will show you what we have once I stop down the road. Like I said, it took just a little longer than what I wanted to get loaded today. It's going to be a long drive back, about 7 hours back to the house, and then we'll finish out tomorrow. It's going to be a couple hours. just like that, we gone. All right, well, we got the pre-trip done. We're about ready to head out of here and get down to Cincinnati, get this stuff off, get back here to the house. Still got the load of lumber. We'll hook up to it and be ready for tomorrow to get that delivered. But this is the load from yesterday out of Winfield, Pennsylvania. Bunch of hoses. It's just a bunch of miscellaneous stuff. I mean, here's the teeth for that excavator. These are all excavator parts. This ladder. There's some brand new teeth in there. Some used teeth. A lot of stuff, man. A lot of stuff. It took a lot longer to load all this than what I was expecting yesterday. The place that I picked this up at, they had a bunch of 5-gallon buckets full of just little miscellaneous stuff to go with this excavator. And I told them, I said, there ain't no way I'm going to be hauling buckets. So under this light, this bucket or this barrel is about half full, and then this one over here is 3/4 full of just stuff that was in buckets. I know it's windy, nothing I can do about that, so bear with me. But anyway, this is what we have. It's just a little bit of everything. H block. Just get this stuff down there and get it delivered. So let's get to it. Got more to do this week. Let's make it happen. All right, guys, I couldn't help myself. I had to stop. I gotta use the restroom. And look what's right behind me. I had to park right next to him. Isn't that great? DOT man there. All right, well, just delivered everything that was on the trailer. I'm gonna show you guys something. Now I'm 6'1". All right, this is the machine that all these parts that I've been bringing in are for. So here's the top of the track. So we're about, I don't know, 5'7" on the height, all right, of just the track. I'll walk back out here so you can see it. It's a big dude. This took a couple runs getting everything here. Now I didn't bring, of course, the big heavy stuff in. Let me get you spun around. I didn't bring the big heavy stuff in, of course, but I did bring in some parts for it. And I also had part of getting both of the 777 beds here that are going to go on the barge, and they're right there. So this is an 1800 excavator. Can't remember what the name is on the excavator. This is a large dude. Huge. So here's both pieces of the stick. There's one. Here's the other. The buckets are here somewhere. This is one large dude. They've been getting it all back together and cleaning it up. Once it's all done, it'll be set on a barge, and that'll be its final home for a little while. They just put all this together yesterday. They just set the house, which is this whole big piece right here. They call that the house, and that's everything. Okay, that's down the side. It's not just a small little section. It's actually a big, complete part of the unit. You know, they used 2 cranes to put this together, and they done that yesterday. They told me that it took from like noon till about 7 o'clock to get this put on the running gear. So pretty awesome. But I'll look for the buckets. If I can find one of the buckets, I'll show you the size of the bucket. And there's the cabin for it, actually, right there. So, all right, let's see if I can find some buckets. Well, there's the counterweight for the back. This counterweight. And again, I'm up against the counterweight. Like I said, I'm 6 foot, 6'1". That's pretty tall. That's a large counterweight. I mean, there's bigger. Also going to show you this up here. So that's the bucket. Doesn't look like much right now, but I'm 6'1" again. There's the top of the bucket. That's a large bucket. I don't know how many yards that thing is. They've got a couple of these here. This is the one that I found. 30,000 pounds. That's what I heard that bucket weighed. 30,000 pounds is what this bucket weighs. 30,000 pounds. That is large. I wish I could remember the name of the excavator. I can't remember. To the counterweight here, the counterweight itself weighs 55,000 pounds. So that's a lot of weight. Or I'm sorry, 56,000, not 55. 56,000. And of course, this is all the stuff we just brought in. There's a roller in that box, you know, some other stuff. That's a track adjuster, hydraulic track adjuster there, H block, all the hoses, and then of course the 2 drums. New teeth, old teeth, new and used hydraulic steel lines, along with the ladder, and then some other stuff here as well. So that's what we brought in. But I think it's time to hit the road, get back up, and get the other load loaded up as far as the lumber goes, so it can go to Spotsville. I'm going to go ahead and probably put this video out after this, and then the Spotsville run will be the next one. All right, well, bringing you along and just showing you a little bit of this stuff. I hope you guys enjoy it. Kind of putting everything, piecing together as the load's happening. I really like that. Really like to be able to do that. So that way you guys get to see how things get you know, pieced together basically as I bring loads in. So that'll be actually set on a barge along with these 2 beds. That excavator will load these 2 beds. These are 777D cat beds, and then those beds actually get mounted on that frame and that frame over there. And then they haven't got the hydraulic cylinders yet, but as soon as they get the hydraulic cylinders, you know, that thing will be able to raise up and down and dump where they need it to dump. So that's going to be pretty cool. Can't wait to see it all together. All right, let's get out of here.